Hey y'all, it's Katie and welcome back to KateMas. Per usual, I always like to let you guys know there is a giveaway going throughout the whole of December, so if you're seeing this in December and you want to enter, there are going to be 3 winners. It's open international. I'll go ahead and stick the link up here, and it's also the first link down in my description box if you want to check it out and watch the video to see how to enter and what the prizes are that are going to be included. It's a bunch of makeup. I'm sure you couldn't have guessed that. But anyway, the link will be up there and also down in my description box. But thank you guys so much for participating in KateMas this year with me. For today's video, we are going to be diving into the products that I just can never remember to use. I thought of this idea because there are so many products in both my makeup and my skincare routine that I just always forget to use. And it's not even a step that's very hard, but it's a step I'm continually forgetting. So I thought it'd be fun to go over the products. It's not like I don't want to use them. It's not like I hate this step or like I hate the product. It's something I would love to be able to remember and incorporate, but I'm always forgetting. So I thought that'd be a fun subject to sit down and chat about with you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. I have a bunch of products because I forget about a lot of things. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, first up, the first product that kind of made me think of it was this Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. We got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's something that's more skincare, but you use it right before you do your makeup. So I keep it with my makeup, but it's something I can never remember to use. Literally, even if I keep it in my drawer, I always see it or think about it after I've set my concealer. And by that time, it's too late. And so I'll be like, oh man, I forgot. I'll use it another day. But basically what you're supposed to do is like squeeze out a bit of this stuff. It's orange, but like when you blend it in, there's no color, honestly. But you're supposed to warm it up in between your fingers and then pat it on under your eyes. It's supposed to be like have skincare benefits. So underneath your makeup, it's supposed to work and help just do good things for your eyes. But then on top of that, it's supposed to help your concealer wear a bit better. And it's something that I felt like left my under eyes a little bit tacky, which kind of helped the concealer really stick and hold on and then just stay in place and not really settle in too much or, you know, leave altogether and whatnot. So I liked the results that I saw with this. But like I said, I can never remember to use it no matter how hard I tried. I used to keep it in my everyday makeup drawers, never used it. So then I put it in another drawer that I thought I would see it and think about it. It's my like liquid liner drawer, or not even liquid liner. It's a drawer I keep my Vamp stamp in. And typically when I'm doing my eye look, I'll do my wings and then I'll move on to my face and then come back to do like my mascara and lower lash line and stuff like that. So I was like, ooh, I'll put it right next to my Vamp stamp so I'll remember. Still never remember to use. So it's something I'm bound and determined to get into a habit of using this because I think it's like a neat product and I would love to see long-term the results that I get from this, but I can never use it consistently enough to see if there are any long-term results because I'm always forgetting to use it. So wish me luck that I can actually get into a habit of using this enough to see results because right now it's not looking too good. Next up, kind of in the same vein as that, this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I want to say I bought this last year. Okay, good. It says 24 months on it because I was like, oh, is it already bad? I think I bought this last year in a 21 Days of Ulta, like their sale. And I've heard a lot of people raving about this. And it's just like a very pale, peachy type of corrector. And it's supposed to go under your eyes so that it helps cancel out dark circles and whatnot before you put on your concealer. And I love the idea of it and kind of that idea that you don't have to go super heavy with your concealer on top and really cake it on because I don't like that. Because you'll have this whoop, I just dropped it because you have this underneath that concealer to kind of help cancel out the darkness. And so you don't need to go that heavy because it's going to be covered with just a light layer of a very lightweight type of concealer. So I thought the idea behind it was really nice. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people recommend it and love it. So that's why I bought it. Glad I bought it on sale because I never remember to use it. It's literally always sitting with my concealers. Every month when I do a Shop My Stash, I forget to reach for it. And even the month that I did reach for it and put it in my everyday makeup drawers, I never remembered to use it. I think maybe once or twice. So I have no idea if this actually works. I have no idea if it actually worth the effort, that extra step, because it's an extra step I'm continually forgetting to do. Even when it's sitting right next to my concealers, because the days I remember like, oh yeah, it's in there. It's like, oh no, I'm in a hurry. Like I don't have time and I just don't use it. So yeah, I bought it. I have a little dip in it. So I've used it a couple times, but definitely not getting my money's worth. Even at half off, definitely haven't gotten my money's worth out of it. And I would really, like I said, I would really like to use it because I feel like it's such a nice idea to kind of have another layer underneath to keep everything really light and just not cakey on my under eyes, which is what I prefer for my under eyes. but I can't remember to use it. So in my drawer it sits. But in 2020, it's my goal to reach for this during Shop My Stash more and hopefully get into a habit of actually using it. Okay, I'm gonna group all these together, but I have a priming water here and then I have setting sprays. I can never remember to use these. I do not want to even share with you guys how long I've had this. And do you see how much I've used? Not because I ever have set my face with this. I use this to wet my metallic eyeshadows to make them more intense. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you how long I've had this to get it down to here. I never remember to use these setting sprays or even priming water. Heaven help me, I can never remember to use priming water. I have no idea how I used that much of it, because every time I would see this sitting on my makeup table, it would typically be after my eyeshadow was all done or after I just applied foundation. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to use you. And every now and then I would try to apply it like even after my eye makeup was done, but that always scared me because I didn't want to like ruin my eye makeup with like spraying this on. So yeah, priming water, definitely really bad at, but even setting sprays, I'm forever forgetting to even think of spritzing it on my face before I leave my makeup table. Usually by the time I'm done with my makeup, my kids are ready to go and do something else. I'm ready to run out of the house and get some errands done. So I'm always in a hurry and it's just kind of like, oh, you know, I finished, I do my brows, and my mascara is typically the last step. Mascara and inner corner highlight, and then I'm like, boom, gone. I usually grab a lip product on the way out to apply in the car. That's kind of how quickly I'm done and off and away from my makeup table, so I can never remember to use these. And like, I hear such good things about using setting sprays and how it helps the longevity of your makeup, and I'd love to actually see if that rings true for me, but I can never remember. This one I remembered more so. This one I got this past year, and it's down to here. But honestly, just because this is from Coola, it's a organic, 70% plus organic makeup setting spray. And it also has SPF 30. So it's, you know, to set your makeup, but it also has SPF in it. I try to make sure I use this summer before I went to the pool if I had makeup on, because it always kind of, you know, concerned me if I went to the pool with a full face of makeup on, I would never put on more SPF, and you're supposed to, like, the, you know, however long you're in the sun for, you're supposed to reapply. So I was like, ooh, I can bring this with me and just reapply by spritzing my face. So I was able to get through some of this, but again, that's because I brought it to the pool with me and used it there, not because it was sitting on my makeup table. But yeah, I'm just so bad. I think it's partly too because I don't really enjoy spritzing my face. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not something I enjoy as much as I see other people enjoying, like spritzing their face and dousing their face in these things. So maybe that's why, but yeah, I can never remember to use these. And then last up for kind of makeup related items, I have a lip primer. This one specifically is from MAC, but I also had one from Ulta Beauty that went bad because I bought it way before I bought this one. Honestly, this one's probably bad as well, but I still hang on to it. I have no idea what the shelf life is, but I want to say, yeah, I'm not going to say how long I've owned this, so it's probably no good. Doesn't smell or anything. But anyway, this is a lip primer. It's supposed to help your lipsticks. Specifically, I bought this for matte liquid lipsticks. It's supposed to help it kind of glide on better, last longer, and then not settle into your lines of your lips as much, because this kind of, the primer kind of fills it a little bit. So I thought this would be a really neat thing to have in my collection to put on when maybe my lips are a little more dry or a little more liney and I'm wanting to wear liquid lipstick, but I don't want to have such intense, like, you know, looks like my lips are prunes type of effect to it. So I thought this would be really cool to have, and also compare with the Ulta one to see which one was better, if the Ulta brand is just as good as the MAC one. And I can't tell you if that's true or not, because my Ulta one went bad before I could remember to use them consistently enough to even tell a difference. Yeah, I know, it's bad. It's bad. I totally meant to do a blog post. I think it was a blog post at the time I bought these, because I don't think I had a YouTube channel yet. But I meant to do a blog post comparing the Ulta and the MAC one, and I just can never remember this step. For some reason, even when I have it in my drawers, even when I have it sitting on my desk, I would do my makeup, and either, like I said, a lot of times I'm taking my lipsticks out with me and just leaving the table and then putting them on in the car or something after I get the kids, you know, ready for the day and get them loaded up and whatnot. So I feel like that has a little bit to do with it, and that I'm not just kind of sitting down and doing everything here. I take my lipsticks on the go, but I can never remember to use this. And like I said, it doesn't smell bad, so I probably could still use it, but have I remembered in recent months to pull for this? Nope. Okay, so everything else from here on out is skincare. So let's talk about this. This is the Fresh Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. This is an essence, and I 12 months. I'm gonna go back on my Instagram, but I'm pretty sure this is old. And kind of one of the products that sparked this whole video idea was definitely this, because I was going through my skincare drawer and I saw this and I was like, how long have I had that? I feel like that might be getting old at this point because it's a big old bottle. You see how much I've used? Not even half. And I feel like I've owned it over a year. I can't remember. Fresh did send this to me in a PR kit, so I think I shared a picture relatively around when I got it, so I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, I pulled this because I was like, I can never remember to use this. And I think specifically one of the reasons I can't remember is because I'm someone who uses like a exfoliating toner every day, usually morning and night. And when I got this, I was like, how do I use a liquid exfoliating toner in an essence? Because like if I do the toner first and then I take a cotton pad and do the essence as well, am I taking off everything that the exfoliating toner just put on? Like I didn't know how the two would mesh because they both apply the same way. Is that just a me problem? I don't know. That weirded me out and kind of made me pause whenever I would use this. And so when I first got it, I think I would do this in the morning and then at night I would use the exfoliating toner. But after a while, I just kept forgetting to reach for this. So yeah, I feel like it's been well over a year. There's nothing funky going on inside, I don't think. So maybe it's still good, but I haven't even used half of this, and I feel like that's slightly embarrassing. Next up are masks, and I think this might have a lot to do with the fact that like masks are typically weekly masks, and when you're a mom, the weeks just get away from you and you do a mask and then next thing you know you turn around and be like, oh yeah, is it about time for a mask? And it's like, oh, that was a month ago I did that mask. I think that has a lot to do why I forget to do like a weekly charcoal mask, because I definitely do enjoy doing charcoal mask or some type of mud mask. It's just really good for cleansing out your pores, and it just helps me overall, I feel like, with acne and whatnot, preventing them, is just to use some type of charcoal, or my favorite is a mud mask. But I think that's why I tend to just forget and not do a mud or charcoal mask weekly. But I do have this brightening peel off mask from Wonder Beauty that I can never remember to use. Seriously, you would think this would be easier to use than this one, because this you like put on and then you just peel it off and you're done, whereas this you have to like wash it off and be over a sink. But I used this a handful of times around when I first got it. It's sitting in my skincare drawer. I see it every night when I take my makeup off, but have I used it much since then? Honestly, no, I don't think I've used this since I moved, and I've been living here since the summer of this year, and we're now in December, so it's just sitting there going to waste, and it has a 6-month shelf life. That's great to know. Anyway, yeah, masks are just a hard thing for me to remember. This actually just got in my BoxyCharm, which I'll leave linked up here if you want to see, but it made me think of my lip exfoliators, because I have another lip exfoliator in my drawer, but I'm always forgetting to use it. So before I opened this up, I was like, oh, let me just set it here. I had a little tray of all the products I'm always forgetting to use for me to do this video, so I put it here first so I would remember. But yeah, I'm always forgetting to exfoliate my lips. You would think it'd be really easy at the end of the night as I'm, you know, doing my skincare and whatnot to exfoliate my lips after I wash my face. But I've had this one little jar of a lip exfoliator for months and months and months and months and months, and just the tiniest little bit is divoted out at the center. Like, that's how little I've used it and how infrequently I've exfoliated my lips. And I know that if I exfoliated my lips more often and more consistently, like, I wouldn't struggle with such dry lips, you know, in the winter and whatnot especially, but I can never remember to use. And so I'm going to stick this one, since it's a, I think it's like a gentle lip exfoliator. I'm going to stick this one on my makeup table, have my other one with my skincare. Maybe I'll remember to use it a couple times a week, but yeah, this is another one that for some reason lip exfoliators I'm forever forgetting to actually use, and to my own detriment, I feel like, because like I said, if you exfoliate your lips, it's so much nicer. That, yeah, I feel like the stuff you put on top, the lip balm, the serums and whatnot that you put on top of your lips just soak up so much better to get the dead skin off and just kind of, you know, fluff and just give them new life again. But I can never remember. And very last up, I just got this, recently purchased this. It's from Monat. It's a Lash and Brow Enhancing Serum. And I got this to try for my lashes. And I was like, I gotta put this in there because I've had this for about a month and I am forever forgetting to apply this. And like I said, it should be so easy because after I wash my face, I'm doing different things. It's It's literally a little wand. All you have to do is apply it to my lash line and my lower lashes and boom, I'm done. Like, it doesn't take that much time, but I'm having such a hard time making this a nightly, and yeah, I think you can even use it 2 times a day, but I at least try to do it once at night. I'm having such a hard time at making this a habit, so I was like, I gotta include this in the products that I'm forever forgetting to use, because I would love to see if these lash serums can help me and just give me more fuller lashes, especially for my lower lashes, just because they're just so tiny and not there. But it's just so hard for me to remember to actually put them on. I've tried other lash serums in the past, and even those, I would just struggle to get into a habit of applying them every day. So even though, like, they say you should see results at the end of 1 month, it usually take me like 3 to 4 months of using the product, because I would have so many days where I'd forget. I don't use it consistently enough, and I feel like it's all my own fault and really hard for me to say if the product is good or not, just because I am forever terrible at remembering to apply lash serum. But I'm trying. I'm going to try my best. I really want to try this Monat one, so I'm going to try to get more consistent and use it for 3-4 months, and just to see if it does anything for my lashes. But wish me luck, because so far it hasn't been going very good. Alright, so that is it. Those are all the products that I thought of that I just am forever forgetting to use either daily, weekly, whatever, what have you, with my makeup, with my skincare. I thought it would just be a fun video to sit down and share with you guys, and just to kind of talk through the reasons why I think I'm so bad at remembering it, but just also share. I thought it'd be a fun video to kind of sit down and talk about, like, yeah, these are the products I bought thinking they would be so, like, good to add to my makeup routine or have for my skincare routine, and who knows if they'd be good or not, because I don't use them consistently enough to tell or to get my money's worth out of them. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy that video, but thank you so much for watching, and let me know down below what are your products that you bought wanting to incorporate it into your routine and you just have such a hard time either making it a habit, remembering to use it, whatever the case may be. Let me know down in the comments, but I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.